Top 20 celebs who look like twins. Get ready to have your mind blown. You won't believe your eyes when you see these top 20 celebrities who look so alike they could be mistaken for twins. From doppelgangers on the red carpet to uncanny resemblances on screen, we're diving into the world of Hollywood's most shocking lookalikes. Prepare for some jaw-dropping moments and stay tuned to find out if your favorite star has a twin you never knew about. 20. Susan Sarandon and Sigourney Weaver. Susan Sarandon and Sigourney Weaver are two well-known actresses who are often confused due to their similar appearances. They both have hazel eyes and dark hair, which has caused many people to mix them up. Susan Sarandon likes to make fun of this by calling Sigourney her badass alter ego, showing they don't mind the mix-up. Susan Sarandon started acting in the 1970s and became famous for being in the movie The Rocky Horror Picture Show from 1975. She was nominated for the Academy Award 5 times and won one for her role in Dead Man Walking in 1995. Sigourney Weaver started acting in 1979 with the movie Alien, and she got nominated for a British Academy Film Award. She played the same character, Ellen Ripley, in the next movie, Aliens, from 1986, and won the Saturn Award for Best Actress. She also got nominated for the Academy Award and the Golden Globe Award for her acting in that movie. Even though they look a lot alike, Susan Sarandon and Sigourney Weaver don't get upset about people mixing them up. They both make jokes about it. Susan has said she doesn't correct people anymore, and has even pretended some of Sigourney's movies, like the Alien series, were her own work. Sigourney has also signed autographs, pretending to be Susan, showing they both find the situation funny. They also make a joke about how people never see them together, which is a funny way to point out how similar they look. In a funny story, Susan wrote about how surprised she was that people didn't realize they were different sooner. She talked about how they don't usually work together in movies or show up at the same events, which should have been a clue. When she got an award at the Glamour Women of the Year Awards in London, she made sure to point out that she and Sigourney are different people. Sigourney had just gotten a special Icon Award at the same event. 19. Chase Crawford and Ian Somerhalder. Chase Crawford and Ian Somerhalder are both skilled actors who have become famous for their roles in well-liked TV shows. Even though they are not related, they look very much alike, which has caused people to mix them up sometimes. Crawford became famous for playing a character named Nate Archibald in a popular TV series called Gossip Girl. Somerhalder, on the other hand, is known for playing a character called Damon Salvatore in another popular show called The Vampire Diaries. Both of these actors have similar facial features like big eyebrows, strong-looking eyes, and full lips. But the thing that really tells them apart is their jawline. Somerhalder's jawline is a bit more noticeable. The striking resemblance between Chase Crawford and Ian Somerhalder has often led to confusion among fans. When their facial features are combined, the similarity is so strong that it's conceivable they could swap roles without detection, as one admirer pointed out. Chase and Ian could easily switch roles and no one would know the difference. Despite their similar appearances, both actors have established their own unique careers in the entertainment industry, with each making a significant impact on their respective shows. A critic remarked on their individuality, stating, "Chase and Ian may look like they could be brothers, but their performances prove they are unique talents in their own right." Stick with me for a minute. If you're not loving this video, tell me what's not working for you in the comments. I'm all ears. 18. Brittany Murphy and Lily Reinhart. Lily Reinhart and Brittany Murphy, with a nearly 20-year gap between them, have such a strong physical similarity that it has led to fans pondering the idea of reincarnation. Even though Murphy passed away in 2009, long before Reinhart was born in 1996, their resemblance is quite noticeable. The attention to their similarity increased after Reinhart's appearance at the Met Gala in 2018. She walked the red carpet with Cole Sprouse, and fans were amazed at how much she looked like the late Murphy. People took to Twitter to express their thoughts, with one person saying, "I can't be the only one who sees the resemblance between Lily Reinhart and Brittany Murphy," and another commenting, "Is it just me, or doesn't Lily Reinhart look like a young Brittany Murphy in this picture?" Reinhart has also recognized the resemblance. In an interview with BuzzFeed, she said, "Everyone says Brittany Murphy. Everyone. They think I'm her reincarnated." There are a lot of pictures of us side by side where we look crazy alike. If you just Google Lily Reinhart and Brittany Murphy, you'll see it. She also mentioned that her family finds the comparison to be surreal, as they too have noticed the striking similarity. The striking similarity between Lily Reinhart and Brittany Murphy has led some fans to propose that Reinhart should play Murphy in a biopic or a remake. One fan even tweeted, "If Lily Reinhart doesn't portray Brittany Murphy in a movie, I'll be so upset because that's perfect casting." Could you imagine? Although the idea that Reinhart could be Murphy's reincarnation might be a stretch, their physical resemblance is hard to ignore. They both have big, almond-shaped eyes, radiant skin and blonde hair, which has amazed fans and started discussions about the incredible similarities between these two skilled actresses from different times. 17. Jeff Bridges and Kurt Russell. Jeff Bridges and Kurt Russell are two famous and well-liked actors in Hollywood who sometimes get mixed up because they look alike, especially as they've grown older and their facial hair has turned grey. Their similar looks can be confusing, but they have acted in very different types of movies. Bridges has been in big movies like Iron Man and Tron, while Russell is known for tough westerns and action movies like The Hateful Eight. Even Kurt Russell's son Wyatt has made jokes about how much they look alike, saying, "I get confused for Jeff Bridges all the time. It's a real problem." Both Bridges and Russell come from families where acting is a big part of their lives. Bridges' dad, Lloyd Bridges, was an actor, and Russell's dad, Bing Russell, was an actor too. They both started acting when they were kids. Bridges was on a TV show called Sea Hunt with his dad, and Russell was in a Western show called The Travels of Jamie McFeeters. 16. Harry Connick Jr. and the Property Brothers. Harry Connick Jr. and the Property Brothers, Drew and Jonathan Scott, look so much alike that many people think they might be brothers who were separated when they were babies. They have similar faces, hair, and big smiles, so it's easy to mix them up. When the Property Brothers were on Harry Connick Jr.'s show, they talked about how much they look alike. Jonathan said, "I get lots of messages from people online who say they think we were separated at birth." Drew said it was funny because even though they are twins, no one has ever said he looks like Jonathan. They even took a picture together to show how much they look alike. Harry Connick Jr. is famous for singing, playing the piano, making music, acting, and hosting TV shows. He grew up in New Orleans and started playing the piano when he was only 3 years old. He was performing in public when he was 5 and made music with a jazz band when he was 10. Harry Connick Jr. has sold more than 30 million records all over the world and has won 3 Grammy Awards and 2 Emmy Awards. The Property Brothers, who are named Drew and Jonathan Scott, are identical twins that have done well in fixing up homes and dealing with real estate. They grew up in a city called Vancouver in Canada and went to a university called the University of Calgary where they learned about engineering and business. They started their popular TV shows on HGTV called Property Brothers and Brother vs. Brother, which lots of people know about. Even though they do different things for work, Harry Connick Jr., Drew and Jonathan look a lot alike, which many people and people in the entertainment world find very interesting. They look very similar and have done great things on their own, which makes them a really interesting group of people that some might think are triplets. Rate the likelihood of Harry Connick Jr. and the Property Brothers being long-lost brothers with a 9, very likely, or 0, not likely. Comment with your thoughts and share to uncover more surprising celebrity lookalikes. 15. Thandiwe Newton and Zoe Saldana. Actresses Thandiwe Newton and Zoe Saldana look so much alike that people often mix them up. This has even happened with their own families. Zoe Saldana shared a funny story about her mom getting her mixed up with Thandiwe Newton. Her mom thought she was in the HBO show Westworld, which stars Thandiwe Newton as Maeve Millay. Saldana joked about it on The Late Late Show, saying, "Years ago you thought that I was in traffic. Mum, you did not give birth to Thandie Newton." Both actresses have had funny experiences with being mistaken for each other. Thandiwe Newton told a story about when Victoria Beckham, a fashion designer, thought she was Zoe Saldana at a SoulCycle class in Los Angeles. Victoria said it was great that she was there while pregnant, but Newton told her she had her baby a few months ago. They kept talking, and Newton realized Victoria thought she was someone else. When she asked if Victoria thought she was Zoe Saldana, Victoria felt very embarrassed. Even though Thandiwe Newton and Zoe Saldana look a lot alike, You can tell them apart by the way they talk. Newton has a British accent because she is from London, while Saldana has an American accent because she was born in New Jersey. 14. Young Mick Jagger and Harry Styles. Mick Jagger and Harry Styles are iconic musicians from different generations, linked by a resemblance that has been noted for years. Jagger, famous for his role in the Rolling Stones, became a symbol of the 1960s counterculture with his lively stage presence and unique fashion choices. Styles, once a member of One Direction and now a solo artist, has often been compared to Jagger in his youth, sharing a similar charm and style that isn't limited to just their appearance. While Jagger recognizes the similarities, he points out the differences, particularly in their singing and stage movements. He has said that Styles doesn't have a voice like mine or move on stage like me. Jagger appreciates Styles' talent, saying he has got it going on and that he likes him, but maintains that their likeness is mostly superficial. Styles openly admires Jagger and has cited him as an inspiration, even impersonating him on Saturday Night Live in 2019, demonstrating his ability to embody Jagger's iconic persona. Both Jagger and Styles have created their own musical legacies. Jagger has led the Rolling Stones to become a highly influential rock band, while Styles has become a critically acclaimed solo artist, with a sound that blends different genres and reflects his introspective approach. Despite their different paths, the connection between these two charismatic performers continues to intrigue music fans from various generations. Enjoying this video? Like and subscribe for more. Not feeling it? A like would still be appreciated, and your comments will help me do better next time. 13. Daniel Radcliffe and Elijah Wood. Daniel Radcliffe and Elijah Wood are famous actors known for playing main characters in the popular fantasy stories Harry Potter and The Lord of the Rings. Even though they are different ages and come from different countries, people often mix them up because they look similar. They are both not very tall, have light skin, brown hair and blue eyes. Radcliffe, who became famous for playing the main character in Harry Potter, talked about this mix-up. He said, "The idea of me and Elijah Wood is the same. We are both short, pale, brown-haired actors with blue eyes. But we don't actually look that alike when we're next to each other. But conceptually, we are the same." Wood, who played Frodo Baggins in The Lord of the Rings, thinks it's funny when people compare them. There is a gif that shows their faces changing into each other, which shows how a little bit different they are, but also why people get them mixed up. Radcliffe even told a story about a time he signed an autograph as Elijah Wood for a fan in Japan who didn't speak English. Fans have long wished for the two actors to appear together in a movie, potentially as brothers. Both have thrived in their careers beyond their renowned fantasy roles. Radcliffe has embraced varied roles in films such as The Lost City and Weird, the Al Yankovic Story, while Wood has produced and acted in the FX series Wilfred. Despite their fame, both actors have modest backgrounds. Radcliffe, born in London in 1989, started acting as a child, featuring in TV movies, before securing the Harry Potter role at age 11. Wood, born in Iowa in 1981, began as a child model and debuted in Back to the Future Part 2, then gained attention in the 1992 film Radio Flyer. Although not identical, Daniel Radcliffe and Elijah Wood remain connected in fans' minds due to their shared fantasy roles and striking resemblance. The two actors have embraced these comparisons, with Radcliffe expressing he's very open to pitches for a film that deliberately highlights their similarities. 12. Henry Cavill and Matt Bomer. Henry Cavill and Matt Bomer are two very handsome actors who people often compare because they look a lot alike. They both have dark hair, bright blue eyes, and strong, well-defined jaws that make them very attractive. Someone on Reddit said they have such similar faces and hair, two of the most attractive men on the planet. People think they look so much alike that they could be twins or brothers, even though there is a 10-year age difference between them. The way Cavill and Bomer look is so similar that sometimes people mix them up. One time a magazine even put the wrong name under Cavill's picture, thinking it was Bomer. Another person commented, "They're almost replicas, but Cavill has a flatter jaw, a slightly smaller lower lip, not as sharp eyes, and some other small differences. They could be brothers, but some might think Bomer looks a bit better." People who watch movies and TV shows really like how good-looking both of these actors are. Henry Cavill was famous for wearing the Superman costume, and one of his fans said, Have you never seen The Tudors? Henry Cavill is so hot there are no words for it. On the other hand, Matt Bomer has been praised for his charming acting performances, with one person saying, "Matt has a lot more charisma than Henry Cavill in my opinion. Also, I find him the better actor." Even though they look a lot alike, Cavill and Bomer have had very different careers. Cavill was born on the British island of Jersey and found out he loved acting when he was very young. Bomer, who is from Missouri, went to a school called Carnegie Mellon University before moving to New York to chase his dream of acting. Their amazing similarity in looks, along with their own special talents and successes, have made them two of the most interesting main actors in Hollywood. 11. Will Ferrell and Chad Smith. Will Ferrell, a famous funny man, and Chad Smith, the guy who plays drums for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, look so much alike that it amazes fans all over the world. People have mixed them up a lot, thinking Ferrell is Smith and Smith is Ferrell. The two famous people have had fun with this, acting like they're the same person when they're together in public or on TV. One time that people really remember was when they were both on a show called The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. They wore the same clothes, with Kiss Destroyer shirts, black jackets and hats on backward, and they did an interview that turned into a fun drum competition. Fallon, who was the host, said he could feel how much they looked alike and how upset they were pretending to be each other. The drum competition ended with a surprise performance by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, playing a song called Don't Fear the Reaper by Blue Oyster Cult, with Ferrell playing a cowbell, just like in a famous sketch from Saturday Night Live. People think that Will Ferrell and Chad Smith should be in a funny movie together, like the movie Step Brothers, because they look so much alike. Fans have imagined a movie where they both play funny versions of themselves and use their similar looks to make people laugh. Even though Ferrell is a comedian and Smith is a musician, they both have a good sense of humor and like to joke about how much they look alike. Will Ferrell was born on July 16, 1967, in Irvine, California. He started doing comedy and became famous on a show called Saturday Night Live. He was in a famous sketch called More Cowbell, which made people think he was a really funny guy. Chad Smith was born on October 25, 1961, in St. Paul, Minnesota. He has been the drummer for a famous band called the Red Hot Chili Peppers since 1988 and has helped make their music really great. Ferrell and Smith keep making jokes about how much they look alike and have fun with it when they are on TV or other places. The time they had a drum competition on The Tonight Show was really special because they made people laugh and also raised money for charities they care about. 10. Minka Kelly and Leighton Meester. Minka Kelly and Leighton Meester are two skilled actresses who have enthralled audiences with their notable resemblance and unforgettable roles. Both women gained prominence portraying popular high school characters. Kelly as Lila Garrity on Friday Night Lights and Meester as Blair Waldorf on Gossip Girl. Their shared features, such as long brown hair, striking eyes and warm smiles, make them nearly indistinguishable at a quick glance. Their remarkable likeness was emphasized when they co-starred in the 2011 thriller The Roommate, portraying college roommates Sarah Matthews and Rebecca Evans. In the film, Meester's character Rebecca becomes dangerously fixated on Kelly's character Sarah. The movie's plot centers around the physical similarities of the two women, making it challenging for viewers to tell the characters apart at times. In reality, Kelly and Meester are friends who are accustomed to being compared due to their resemblance. Meester has even joked about their likeness, saying, "I never thought about the similarities in looks until I met her mother, and I was like, oh my God, she looks so much like my mother." Both actresses have had notable careers, with Kelly appearing in films like 500 Days of Summer and TV shows such as Charlie's Angels, while Meester has starred in movies like Country Strong and the popular TV series 24. 9. Margot Robbie and Jamie Presley. Despite a 13-year gap in age, the remarkable similarity between actresses Margot Robbie and Jamie Presley is hard to miss. Their golden locks, bright blue eyes, and facial features are so alike that they could be mistaken for close relatives. This has left their fans amazed, and some are even wondering if they might have a common family tree. Margot Robbie, who was born on July 2, 1990, in Dalby, a town in Queensland, Australia, became a household name after her performance in the 2013 movie The Wolf of Wall Street. She has since then been praised for her work in films such as I, Tonya and Suicide Squad. Jamie Presley, on the other hand, was born on July 30th, 1977, in North Carolina, USA. She is widely recognized for her role as Joy Turner in the television sitcom My Name is Earl, for which she won an Emmy Award. Despite pursuing different career trajectories, Margot Robbie and Jamie Presley have amazed people with their strikingly similar appearances. A fan humorously remarked, "It's like they're the same person, just from different decades." Another fan expressed surprise, saying, "I had to do a double take when I saw those side-by-side photos. They're practically twins." The challenge of telling them apart in photos without clear context has intensified the curiosity about a possible shared family history. Although neither Robbie nor Presley has confirmed any kinship, their striking resemblance has intrigued their fans. Regardless of whether they are actual relatives or just two women who happen to look incredibly alike, the uncanny resemblance between Margot Robbie and Jamie Presley has made them one of Hollywood's most fascinating pairs of celebrity lookalikes. Their shared blonde allure and engaging performances on screen continue to enchant viewers and spark curiosity about the depth of their connection. 8. Tom Hardy and Logan Marshall Green. Tom Hardy and Logan Marshall Green, born in the mid-1970s, are often mistaken for each other due to their strikingly similar appearances. With only a year's difference in age, they both have a penchant for taking on roles that are rugged and intense. The likeness between them is so strong that it's even more pronounced when considering that Marshall Green has a twin brother, Taylor Marshall Green, which adds to the confusion. The two actors possess similar hairstyles, beards, and facial structures, making it a challenge to distinguish between them, particularly when they are portraying characters on screen. A fan expressed the difficulty in differentiating the two, saying, "I've seen both of them in movies and I still can't tell them apart sometimes. They have the same nose, lips, and even the same little smirk." This is a common sentiment shared by many, and the media frequently comments on their remarkable resemblance. Logan Marshall Green takes the frequent comparisons to Tom Hardy in stride, humorously stating in an interview, "I guess I should be flattered that people think I'm Tom Hardy. He's a great actor and a good-looking guy." Both have enjoyed successful acting careers, with Hardy appearing in major films such as Mad Max, Fury Road, and The Revenant, and Marshall Green showcasing his talent in movies like Prometheus and Spider-Man: Homecoming. Tom Hardy, hailing from London, initially gained recognition through British TV before transitioning to Hollywood. In contrast, Logan Marshall Green, originally from South Carolina, started his career on television as well, featuring in series like 24 and The OC, before moving on to film roles. The remarkable similarity between Hardy and Marshall Green has captured the attention of both fans and the media. Their rugged attractiveness and intense acting styles have made them emblematic of a specific archetype of leading man. Regardless of whether they are cast as antagonists, protagonists, or any role in between, Hardy and Marshall Green continue to enthrall audiences with their exceptional skills and striking physical likeness. 7. Javier Bardem and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Javier Bardem and Jeffrey Dean Morgan are frequently compared due to their strikingly similar appearances, which has led to fans humorously suggesting a parent trap situation where they could pass as long-lost siblings. Both actors have a commanding presence on screen, characterized by their intense gaze, fashionable hairstyles, and well-defined jawlines. The resemblance is a compliment to each, as they have both achieved significant success in their acting careers. Javier Bardem, born in 1969, is Spanish and has received critical acclaim for his deeply intense performances, particularly in No Country for Old Men, where he won an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, born 2 years earlier in 1966, is an American actor recognized for his roles in popular television series such as Grey's Anatomy and The Walking Dead. Despite their different origins, both actors have shown an exceptional talent for portraying intricate characters and providing performances that leave a lasting impression. Debate among fans has raged for years over which of the two actors, Javier Bardem or Jeffrey Dean Morgan, is more captivating, with supporters for each citing their unique strengths and magnetic personalities. A fan's comment highlights the distinction. "Javier always gets picked up for better movies, that's how I tell them apart." Yet with both actors consistently providing powerful performances in both film and television, it's challenging to declare a clear preference. The ongoing comparison between Javier Bardem and Jeffrey Dean Morgan underscores the distinctive charm of both. While their physical similarity is hard to ignore, it is their exceptional acting skills, strong screen presence, and their capacity to enthrall audiences that truly distinguishes them as two of the most captivating performers in the industry today. 6. Nina Dobrev and Victoria Justice. Nina Dobrev and Victoria Justice are both accomplished actresses known for their remarkable beauty and exceptional acting abilities. Their strikingly similar appearances have often led to fans confusing the two, especially when they were both involved in well-liked teen television series. Both possess fine facial features, prominent cheekbones, and radiant smiles, which add to their likeness. The actresses are only separated by a 4-year age gap, with Dobrev at 35 years old and Justice at 31, which makes their resemblance even more striking. Justice has recognized the frequent mix-ups, saying, "Dude, you don't understand, I get this every single day. Everyone always confuses me for her." She views it as a significant compliment and has mentioned that when they met, they embraced and resolved any confusion amicably. Fans persistently highlight the parallels between Nina Dobrev and Victoria Justice, extending their comparisons to include their early life stories and career milestones. Dobrev, originally from Bulgaria, relocated to Toronto, Canada at the age of 2 and launched her acting career on the Canadian teen drama series Degrassi: The Next Generation. In contrast, Justice was raised in Florida before moving to California and commencing her career on the Nickelodeon show Zoe 101. Despite their divergent backgrounds and professional trajectories, both Dobrev and Justice have demonstrated their aptitude and adaptability as actresses. Their physical resemblance has turned into a subject of great interest for fans who are always on the lookout for opportunities to see the two actresses together, such as the instance when Justice presented Dobrev with a Teen Choice Award in 2015. As their careers progress, the comparisons between Nina Dobrev and Victoria Justice are expected to intensify, solidifying their positions as two of Hollywood's most enchanting and gifted young talents. 5. Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley. Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley, acclaimed figures in Hollywood, are frequently compared due to their striking physical similarities. Although they have different heritages, with Portman's lineage consisting of Ashkenazi, Jewish, Russian and Austrian origins, and Knightley being of English descent, both actresses share a classic English rose appearance that has won over audiences globally. The likeness between them is particularly noticeable in their involvement in the Star Wars prequel trilogy. Knightley was cast as a stand-in for Portman in Star Wars Episode 1, where she played the handmaiden Sabe, who frequently served as a decoy for Queen Amidala, portrayed by Portman. A notable scene in the film involves Sabe impersonating the Queen being presented to R2-D2, underscoring the actress's uncanny resemblance. The similarity is so pronounced that they are often confused for one another in public spaces. Fans have been known to comment on the likeness, as evidenced by a remark such as, "You do look incredibly like Natalie Portman." This resemblance has even led to playful time travel references, exemplified by a character in The OC who wishes for a little Natalie Portman, Keira Knightley, maybe Kate Bosworth. Beyond their physical resemblance, both Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley have established remarkable careers independently. Portman demonstrated her skill and range in early films, such as Leon, The Professional and Beautiful Girls, while Knightley gained fame for her standout role in Bend It Like Beckham. They have both received widespread critical praise, with Portman securing an Academy Award for her work in Black Swan, and Knightley being nominated for her performances in Pride and Prejudice and The Imitation Game. On the red carpet and in their film roles, Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley consistently enchant viewers with their abilities, elegance, and inescapable similarity. Their shared English rose aesthetic and iconic roles in the Star Wars saga have solidified their reputation as two of the most renowned actresses in Hollywood. There are also some celebrity doppelgangers out there like Zooey Deschanel and Katy Perry, Mila Kunis and Sarah Hyland, Jessica Chastain and Bryce Dallas Howard, and Amy Adams and Isla Fisher. Exploring the striking similarities between our favorite stars has been quite the ride, hasn't it? Whether it's the rugged charm of Tom Hardy and Logan Marshall Green, or the classic beauty of Natalie Portman and Keira Knightley, These celebrity lookalikes have us all talking, but which pair of celebs do you think is the most identical? Let's hear your picks in the comments. And while you're at it, give us a like, subscribe to Iconic and make sure that bell is ringing so you never miss out on our engaging content. Your engagement is what makes our channel thrive. Top 20 celebs who left fame behind. Ever wondered what happens when the bright lights of Hollywood dim for some of its biggest stars? Prepare to be shocked as we unveil the dramatic tales of the top 20 celebs who left fame behind. From heartthrobs to child sensations, these celebrities chose different paths, leaving the limelight for quieter pursuits. But which star's story will leave you speechless? Stay tuned to find out, and get ready for a roller coaster of emotions as we explore the real reasons behind their shocking exits. This is Iconic Inside, and you won't want to miss a moment. 1. Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn is a renowned figure in the film industry, known for being the first actress to receive a BAFTA, Golden Globe, and Oscar for her performance in Roman Holiday. She is also celebrated for her roles in Breakfast at Tiffany's and My Fair Lady, which contributed to her legendary status in Hollywood. However, towards the end of the 1960s, Hepburn decided to take a step back from her acting career to concentrate on her family life. After the birth of her second child in 1970, she made the choice to be a mother first and an actress second. Despite still participating in acting occasionally, Hepburn's interests began to lean more towards humanitarian efforts, especially with the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF. She visited several countries, including Ethiopia, Turkey, and Vietnam, to advocate for children who were less fortunate and to bring attention to worldwide problems. She famously stated, "As you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself, the other for helping others," highlighting her commitment to philanthropy. This dedication led to her being honored with the Presidential Medal of Freedom for her contributions that extended beyond her acting career. Hepburn had a sense that the era known as the Golden Age of Hollywood was nearing its conclusion. She embraced a more peaceful and private life, choosing to focus on her family and humanitarian work rather than seeking the limelight. She articulated her desire to be more than just a celebrity, saying, "I don't want to be a star. I want to be a person." 2. Cary Grant. Archibald Alec Leach, better known by his stage name Cary Grant, stands as an iconic leading man in the annals of Hollywood, renowned for his captivating charm and his ability to perform across a variety of film genres, including romantic comedies and suspenseful thrillers directed by Alfred Hitchcock. His extensive body of work boasts timeless films such as The Awful Truth, Bringing Up Baby, and North by Northwest, where he masterfully combined wit with elegance. Yet after a long and illustrious career, Grant decided to step away from the acting scene in 1966, prompted by the birth of his daughter Jennifer. He opted for a more serene existence, succinctly capturing his sentiment with the words, "I've been acting all my life. Now I want to be a father." Feeling disenchanted with Hollywood's evolving landscape, Grant ventured into the business realm, taking on directorial roles for prominent entities like MGM and Fabergé. His frequent trips, especially to Monaco to see his friend Grace Kelly, indicated his yearning for a lifestyle that was removed from the Hollywood limelight. By prioritizing his role as a father over his acting career, Grant's life took a significant turn, reflecting a deep change in his priorities as he aimed to distance himself from the intense demands of celebrity life. Even after retiring from acting, Cary Grant remains an emblem of Hollywood's bygone era, characterized by glamour and grace. His cinematic contributions have left an indelible mark, ensuring his status as a legendary figure in film history. His daughter Jennifer has shared memories of him, emphasizing, "He asked me to remember him as he was, not as the public saw him." Do you admire Cary Grant for choosing fatherhood over stardom? Comment yes or no below. 3. Frankie Muniz. Frankie Muniz, best known for his portrayal of Malcolm in the hit TV series Malcolm in the Middle, enjoyed a surge in fame from 2000 to 2006. His performance in the sitcom opened doors to film roles in movies like Big Fat Liar and Agent Cody Banks. However, at the pinnacle of his acting career, Muniz made the surprising decision to retire from acting in 2006, opting to pursue other interests outside of Hollywood. Muniz's pursuit of personal fulfillment led him to race car driving, an interest he had held since his early years. He shared his motivation for this career change, saying, "When I had my son, I want him to grow up seeing me reach for my dreams and work hard for something that I'm passionate about." His dedication to racing is evident through his participation in various racing series, including NASCAR's Xfinity series. In addition to racing, Muniz has delved into the music industry, managing a band named Astro Lasso, where he is involved in both performance and operational aspects. He has also ventured into the culinary world by co-owning a specialty olive oil and vinegar shop in Arizona with his partner, showcasing his diverse interests. Although he has stepped back from the limelight, Muniz made a return to television with an appearance on Dancing with the Stars. However, he continues to emphasize that his primary focus is on living a life filled with personal satisfaction rather than seeking the pressures and glitz of Hollywood. Muniz expressed his perspective on life after leaving the entertainment industry, stating, "Having stepped away from the entertainment world allowed me to have a greater appreciation for life in general." 4. Rick Moranis. Rick Moranis achieved notable success in the entertainment industry during the 1980s and early 1990s, thanks to his involvement with Second City Television and his performances in classic films like Ghostbusters and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. His distinct comedic approach and the memorable characters he portrayed made him a well-known figure, delighting audiences with his performances that highlighted his skills and charisma. Tragedy struck when Moranis' wife, Ann Belsky, passed away from breast cancer in 1991. This event led to Moranis making the significant choice to leave acting in 1997. He opted to focus on his family, becoming a dedicated single parent to his two children, Rachel and Mitchell. In a 2015 interview, Moranis discussed his decision, saying, "I took a break, which turned into a longer break. My life is wonderful," highlighting his dedication to his family rather than the pursuit of celebrity. Although he was not active in live-action films, Moranis continued to contribute his voice to animated projects, such as his roles in Brother Bear and its sequel. Recently, he made a delightful comeback in a Mint Mobile commercial with Ryan Reynolds, which served as a reminder of his lasting charm to his fans. There is a growing anticipation among fans for Moranis' return to a live-action role, as he is set to reprise his iconic character Wayne Szalinski in the forthcoming sequel to Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, titled Shrunk. Despite facing several postponements, the film is expected to mark Moranis' return to live-action films after a hiatus of over 20 years. His anticipated comeback is welcomed with enthusiasm, as Moranis continues to be a beloved figure in popular culture, showing that his devotion to his family and his children was more important to him than his distinguished career. Loving this content? Show your support with a like and a subscribe. Not impressed? A like would still be nice, and your feedback in the comments will help me create better content next time. 5. Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman, a legendary actor in American film, earned an Oscar, BAFTA, and Golden Globe for his memorable performance in Clint Eastwood's Unforgiven. Celebrated for his ability to embody diverse characters and his powerful presence on screen, Hackman has played roles as varied as the shrewd Lex Luthor in Superman and the persistent detective in The French Connection. Despite his remarkable career, he has maintained a low profile, seldom appearing in interviews and avoiding the limelight that typically comes with stardom. In 2004, Hackman declared his retirement from the acting profession, opting to leave the industry following his final role in the political satire Welcome to Mooseport. Post-retirement, he redirected his creative energy towards writing, authoring 2 novels that demonstrate his narrative skills beyond the realm of acting. Hackman's choice to exit Hollywood was influenced by his preference for privacy and his dedication to exploring artistic endeavors. He has kept a low profile, prioritizing his personal life over the constant scrutiny of the entertainment world. In reflecting on his acting career, Hackman expressed, "I never wanted to be a star. I wanted to be a good actor." This statement highlights his commitment to the art of acting rather than the fame associated with it. 6. Mara Wilson. Mara Wilson, recognized for her performances in classic films such as Mrs. Doubtfire and Matilda, won over audiences with her acting prowess and endearing personality. As she matured, however, Wilson grew disenchanted with the acting profession and the expectations of celebrity life. In her early teenage years, she chose to withdraw from on-camera acting, attributing her decision to the absence of creative liberty, the pervasive celebrity culture, and the rigors of the audition process. Leaving the Hollywood limelight was a challenging decision for Wilson, but it provided her the opportunity to concentrate on personal development and artistic discovery. She expressed her desire for change, stating, "I didn't want to act anymore. I wanted to do other things." Although she had achieved success as a child actor, Wilson understood the necessity for a new direction and the significance of following her own aspirations. Since her departure from the acting scene, Wilson has continued to engage in creative pursuits, contributing her voice to productions like the Netflix series BoJack Horseman. She has also authored a book, Where Am I Now? True Stories of Girlhood and Accidental Fame, and composed a play, Sheeple, which was showcased at the New York International Fringe Festival. These endeavors have enabled Wilson to explore new avenues of self-expression and delve into her artistic interests. Wilson's commitment to her mental health and personal well-being over the pressures of the Hollywood system has resonated with former child actors and served as an inspiration to those looking to carve their own way. She emphasized the importance of life after child stardom, saying, "I think it's important for people to know that you can have a life after child stardom." By championing mental health consciousness and sharing her experiences, Wilson has illustrated that there are diverse forms of success and that personal satisfaction is often achieved through the chase of individual aspirations and passions. 7. Jack Gleason. Jack Gleason gained widespread recognition for his role as the despicable Joffrey Baratheon in HBO's Game of Thrones, a performance that catapulted him to fame. Yet, once the series ended, Gleason declared his retirement from acting, choosing to explore other passions and eschew a career that was solely within the entertainment sphere. He explained his decision simply, saying, "There's no intriguing or lengthy response. I've been acting since I was 8. I simply stopped enjoying it as much as I used to." After stepping away from the acting world, Gleason dedicated himself to his academic pursuits, enrolling in Trinity College Dublin to study theology and philosophy, from where he graduated in 2015. He has openly criticized the celebrity culture, highlighting the insubstantial aspects that often come with being well known. In an address at the Oxford Union, Gleason spoke about the unanticipated pressures of fame, stating, "Unbeknownst to me, I'd signed an invisible contract which required me to enter into a strange new echelon of society." In 2020, Gleason made a return to the acting scene, but this time in smaller, less conspicuous roles, indicating his preference for a more balanced existence away from the intense focus of celebrity. His deliberate choice of roles points to a prioritization of personal development and intellectual interests over the constant chase for stardom. Even with his comeback, Gleason has stayed largely away from the public eye, proving that fame is not a lifelong commitment. As he expressed, "I detested the superficial elevation and commodification of it all." On a scale of 0-5, how much do you miss seeing Gleason on the big screen? 8. Freddie Prinze Jr. Freddie Prinze Jr. rose to fame in the late 1990s and early 2000s, becoming a favorite among teenage audiences with his endearing performances in movies such as She's All That and the live-action adaptations of Scooby-Doo. His youthful charm and magnetic appeal made him a popular figure in romantic comedies of that time. However, as the mid-2000s approached, Prinze Jr. decided to move away from the intense scrutiny of leading roles in films, instead choosing to focus on voice acting. He contributed his vocal talents to significant projects like Mass Effect 3 and Star Wars Rebels, demonstrating his adaptability and dedication to growing as an artist. Beyond voice acting, Prince Jr. also co-authored a cookbook, which showcased his enthusiasm for cooking and his interests beyond the acting profession. He expanded his involvement in the entertainment industry by taking on roles as a producer and director for WWE, further broadening his career horizons. Prince Jr. has been open about his motivation to pursue creative endeavors that are personally rewarding and not solely focused on fame, saying, "I wanted to do something that was creatively fulfilling and not just about being famous." Although he enjoys a less prominent public presence than in his earlier years, Prince Jr. continues to be involved in the entertainment industry, often working behind the scenes. This shift in focus indicates his readiness to adapt his career path and redefine what success means to him. 9. Dylan Sprouse. Dylan Sprouse gained widespread recognition during his childhood, starring alongside his twin brother Cole in movies like Big Daddy and the Disney Channel series The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. However, while Cole continued to act in prominent shows such as Riverdale, Dylan opted for a different route, stepping away from the mainstream Hollywood scene to focus on his personal interests and entrepreneurial endeavors. Following their time on the Disney Channel, both brothers pursued further education, with Dylan enrolling at New York University's Gallatin School of Individualized Study to study video game design, from which he graduated in 2015. Dylan has expressed his belief in the importance of job satisfaction over celebrity status, saying, "At the end of the day, the best career path is the one you feel gratified by doing." In 2018, Dylan launched All Wise Meadery in Brooklyn, a business venture that showcases his entrepreneurial drive and love for artisanal beverages. His interest in brewing, which began during his college years, inspired the establishment of the Meadery. Although Dylan maintains a lower public profile than Cole, he still engages in acting, choosing to participate in smaller independent productions. This demonstrates that success in the entertainment industry can be achieved through alternative paths. Dylan's career trajectory stands as a testament to the fact that even twins, who share the same genetic makeup, can have divergent professional goals. He has chosen a more creative and entrepreneurial path, proving that fulfillment in one's career can be found through various means. As Dylan himself put it, "I knew I'd have a great time doing it," underscoring his dedication to following his passions rather than merely seeking fame. 10. Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis is celebrated for his profound acting techniques and powerful portrayals on screen, which have significantly impacted the film industry. As a three-time Academy Award winner for Best Actor, he holds a distinguished record that highlights his extraordinary abilities. Day-Lewis is recognized for the lengthy periods he takes between roles, during which he deeply inhabits his characters, contributing to his standing as one of the most esteemed actors of his era. In 2017, Day-Lewis declared his retirement from acting upon completing Phantom Thread. This announcement caused a stir in the film community, as he was widely regarded as a cinema giant. In explaining his decision to retire, Day-Lewis conveyed an aspiration to experience life beyond acting, saying, "I have not been in a position to work for a long time, and I've been thinking about this for a while." He discussed a strong inclination to leave acting behind, emphasizing his preference for privacy and personal discovery over ongoing celebrity. Post-retirement, Day-Lewis has stayed away from the public eye, opting for a life removed from the limelight. His choice exemplifies that even at the height of professional achievement, one can opt for an alternative route. 11. Shirley Temple. Shirley Temple, a beloved child star from the era of the Great Depression, won the hearts of audiences globally with her performances in over 40 films, captivating them with her singing, dancing, and endearing demeanor. She became a symbol of joy and hope during a challenging time. At the age of 22, she decided to retire from acting and embarked on a new path in politics and diplomacy. Moving away from her acting career, Temple became deeply involved in public service, particularly within the Republican Party. In 1969, she was appointed as a delegate to the United Nations General Assembly, where she advocated for various causes including refugee rights, the welfare of the aging, and environmental issues. Her diplomatic career saw her become the first female US ambassador to Ghana in 1974 and later to Czechoslovakia in 1989. During her tenure in Czechoslovakia, she was a witness to the historic Velvet Revolution and the collapse of communism. For her outstanding contributions to diplomacy, Temple was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 1988. She proved that it is possible for child stars to have successful careers beyond their early fame, using her influence to bring about positive change. Temple once expressed her satisfaction with her career choice, saying, "I like a life in public service. The pay is lousy, but other rewards, personal rewards, are great." Shirley Temple stands as an enduring symbol of hope and resilience, a figure who provided comfort during the Depression. As she noted, people in the Depression wanted something to cheer them up, and they fell in love with a dog and a little girl. 12. Bridget Fonda. Bridget Fonda, part of the well-known Fonda acting family, became prominent in Hollywood during the 1980s and 1990s with roles in notable films like The Godfather Part 3, Single White Female, Jackie Brown, and A Simple Plan. In 2002, during her peak in the industry, Fonda unexpectedly decided to step away from acting. In a seldom given interview, she shared her thoughts, saying, "It's too nice being a civilian." Following her marriage to musician Danny Elfman in 2003, Fonda decided to concentrate on her family, stepping back from public life. She once said, "I really looked at my life and I saw what I had been. When you're making a movie, it's the perfect excuse. They own you. And I realized I handed off parts of my life to all these other people." In 2003, Fonda was involved in a severe car crash that resulted in a broken vertebra, but she made a full recovery. This incident might have strengthened her preference for a more peaceful existence. Post-retirement, Fonda has kept a very low profile, preferring her privacy and family life over the pressures of being a Hollywood celebrity. Fonda's abrupt departure from acting at the pinnacle of her success shows that not everyone values fame. For her, family was the key reason to step out of the limelight. Her journey is an illustration that even the most celebrated actors can opt to put their personal lives above their professional ambitions. 13. Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal gained popularity as an action film star in the late 1980s and early 1990s, impressing viewers with his martial arts abilities and a rugged image. His performances in movies such as Above the Law and Under Siege highlighted his distinctive mix of charm and fighting skills, making him a prominent actor in action films. However, by the late 1990s, Seagal's career started to wane, with an increasing number of his films being released directly to video, indicating a change in his public image. While his presence in Hollywood faded, Seagal's engagement with Russia and its politics grew. In 2016, he received Russian citizenship, an action that surprised many of his supporters and detractors. His connections with the Russian government became more pronounced in 2018, when he was designated as a special representative to the US by the Kremlin. Seagal's move into international diplomacy sparked debate, with critics questioning his intentions and the potential consequences of his political affiliations. Since 2019, Seagal has not starred in any films, reinforcing his exit from the public eye. His experience is a warning about the transient quality of celebrity and the risks associated with an unbridled ego. As he once remarked, "You can't be a hero to everyone," which underscores the difficulties of sustaining a public image through personal and political turmoil. 14. Phoebe Cates. Phoebe Cates gained fame as a teen idol in the 1980s, impressing audiences with her roles in notable films like Fast Times at Ridgemont High and Gremlins. Her character Linda Barrett in Fast Times turned her into a cultural icon, and her performance in Gremlins demonstrated her range as an actress. In 1989, she married actor Kevin Kline, and they started a family, which became a central part of her focus. During the mid-1990s, Cates decided to leave the acting industry to concentrate on motherhood, preferring to meet the needs of her children over the pressures of Hollywood. She once commented on this decision, saying, "I think it's important to be there for your kids, and I wanted to be present." This change permitted her to lead a more peaceful life, away from the fame that had characterized her career. In search of a new venture, she opened a New York City boutique named Blue Tree, which showcased her individual taste and preferences. Cates' move away from acting shows that contentment can be discovered beyond the entertainment industry. Even though she is no longer active in films, her roles in 80s classics continue to impact fans, reminding them of her skill and appeal. By focusing on her family and a more private existence, Phoebe Cates exemplifies how individual priorities can result in a satisfying life beyond celebrity status. She keeps a low profile in the public domain, but her reputation as a cherished actress persists, highlighting the strong influence that family can exert in prompting departure from the limelight. 15. Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Jonathan Taylor Thomas rose to fame in the 1990s as a teenage sensation, enchanting fans with his charisma and skill. He is most recognized for his portrayal of Randy Taylor on the popular television show Home Improvement, where he displayed his comedic prowess alongside Tim Allen. In addition, he provided the voice for the youthful Simba in the iconic Disney animation The Lion King, which further established his reputation as a cherished personality in the entertainment industry. In 1998, while at the pinnacle of his popularity, Thomas made an unexpected choice to depart from Home Improvement. He opted to put his education first, expressing, "I didn't want to be just a kid actor, I wanted to learn and grow." This dedication took him to study at Harvard University and subsequently at Columbia University, concentrating on his academic and personal advancement. Post his academic endeavors, Thomas turned his attention towards roles behind the camera, engaging in directing and writing. Although he has taken on a few minor acting parts in recent times, his main passion is in the creation of content rather than remaining in the public eye. Jonathan Taylor Thomas places a higher value on education and self-improvement than on ongoing celebrity status, illustrating that it is feasible to move away from the limelight and redefine what success means. He keeps a low profile, illustrating that those who start in the entertainment industry at a young age can lead contented lives beyond Hollywood. His path is inspiring, showing that the chase for wisdom and personal enhancement can be more gratifying than the pursuit of celebrity. 16. Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes gained popularity as an endearing child actress on Nickelodeon, winning over viewers with her engaging personality and humor. She featured in well-received movies such as She's the Man and Easy A, displaying her range as an actress and gaining positive reviews. However, her career trajectory took a difficult turn in the early part of the 2010s, as she encountered and publicly dealt with personal and legal challenges that received extensive media coverage. In 2013, Bynes was put under a conservatorship, a legal arrangement that underscored the gravity of her difficulties. Looking back, she admitted, "I was so lost. I had no idea what I was doing." This period represented a major change in her life, resulting in her decision to step away from her acting career to concentrate on her mental health. After almost 10 years under conservatorship, Bynes reached a significant milestone in her recovery in 2022 when the conservatorship was ended. This key event permitted her to regain control over her life and explore new goals. At present, she is preparing for a career as a manicurist, showing her intention to construct a life beyond the public eye. 17. Angus T. Jones. Angus T. Jones, recognized as one of television's most lucrative young actors for his portrayal of Jake Harper on 2.5 Men, garnered attention when he chose to exit the show in 2012 following a deep spiritual transformation. Earning over $300,000 per episode by the age of 17, Jones soon felt conflicted about the program's content, labeling it as filth. In an open video message, he urged viewers, "If you watch 2.5 Men, please stop watching it. I don't want to be on it." His exit from the show initiated a major change in Jones's life. He lamented his participation in a series that clashed with his new religious beliefs, saying, "You cannot be a true God-fearing person and be on a television show like that." This led him to step back from the public spotlight, choosing a more secluded existence. He joined the University of Colorado at Boulder, where he first pursued environmental science before moving to Jewish studies, valuing the obscurity that student life offered. Although he has moved away from acting, Jones has suggested an interest in re-entering the entertainment field in the future. In a moment of introspection, he conveyed, "I got pretty doomsday with my thinking for a long time, but now I'm having fun and enjoying where I'm at." 18. Nikki Blonsky. Nikki Blonsky burst onto the scene with her film debut as Tracy Turnblad in the 2007 adaptation of Hairspray, a performance that earned her widespread praise and numerous award nominations. Her spirited portrayal won over both viewers and critics, establishing her as a star on the rise in the Hollywood firmament. Nevertheless, following her triumph in Hairspray, Blonsky found it challenging to match that success in her subsequent endeavors. Confronting the unpredictable dynamics of the entertainment world, she made a career change to become a hairstylist and makeup artist. In a recent conversation, she expressed her contentment with this new path, saying, "I found a lot of joy in helping others feel beautiful." This change enabled her to channel her creative energy into a different arena while still being part of the entertainment sphere. While Blonsky still occasionally takes on acting roles, her narrative demonstrates that not every actor who experiences an initial burst of fame continues to enjoy a thriving career in Hollywood. She cherishes her time on Hairspray, considering it a significant milestone in her life, and she declared, "I wouldn't change a thing about my journey," highlighting the value of defining success in personal terms. 19. Michael Schöffling. Michael Schöffling emerged as a teenage heartthrob in the 1980s, particularly recognized for his roles in classic movies like 16 Candles and Mermaids. Although there was significant excitement about his acting career at the outset, he didn't reach the superstar status that some had anticipated. After a short but influential period in the film industry, Schöffling opted to step away from acting in the early 1990s, deciding to follow his passion for carpentry and furniture design. In reflecting on his decision, Schöffling mentioned, "I just wanted to do something that I loved." This reflects his preference for a quieter, more authentic existence beyond the flashy allure of Hollywood. His move to the world of skilled trades shows that success isn't solely defined by fame. It can also be about immersing oneself in a craft that brings personal satisfaction. Schöffling continues to stay away from the media spotlight, leading a life that might seem more straightforward to some, but is certainly more contenting. 20. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen started their acting careers as toddlers, jointly portraying Michelle Tanner on the popular TV show Full House. This early fame thrust them into the global spotlight, turning them into renowned child stars. At just 6 years old, they had established their own production company, Dual Star, which went on to produce a string of successful films and products, further cementing their place in Hollywood. In the 2000s, the sisters made a notable shift towards the fashion sector. They introduced their high-end fashion label, The Row, in 2006, earning critical praise and respect within the fashion industry. As they moved away from acting, they dedicated their efforts to expanding their fashion business, showcasing their sharp business sense and innovative perspective. "We wanted to create something that was timeless," Mary-Kate once said, highlighting their dedication to enduring quality and elegance. The Olsen sisters are now esteemed figures in the fashion world, celebrated for their minimalist style and meticulous craftsmanship. They lead a very private life, preferring to keep their personal and family matters away from the public gaze. As we wrap up our look at the top 20 celebs who left fame behind, it's fascinating to consider the different paths these stars chose. Which former celebrity do you miss the most and wish to see make a comeback? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey through fame and self-discovery, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more iconic inside content. Your engagement helps us bring you the stories that matter. Stay tuned for more compelling tales from the world of entertainment.